Did David clone Elizabeth Shaw in Alien Covenant? This is a theory that has been floating around a lot of late, and I've had a lot of people comment on my videos dead certain that this is the case. So I thought I would explore this theory and give my thoughts on the plausibility of it. A lot of you guys may have noted lately that the Alien uploads have been slowing down. They haven't disappeared, but they have definitely slowed down. I have no intention of stopping, I just wanted to give myself a breather from the Alien franchise momentarily due to some of the fatigue I and many of you likely experienced post-Alien Covenant. So that out of the way, the main reason people believe this to be the case is due to two things in the film. One, a sketch of Elizabeth Shaw that shows her jaw detached and with tendrils, which is entirely different from her corpse, and two, because David professed his love for Shaw in the film and also in the prologue, plus how he acted towards her in Prometheus. So we know from Alien Covenant that Dr. Elizabeth Shaw met a grisly end at the hands of David. Now, a lot of people contest this with me, however, the movie sets up some cues for the audience for this. Although David had professed his love for Shaw within the movie, we know he is a damaged model. Not just inferior now when compared to Walter, but he is mechanically damaged. When Walter and David are on the roof of the Hall of Heads, David reads out, "Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." Following that, he states who wrote it. Walter has to correct him with the correct author. This alone is set up for the audience to realise he is clearly not functioning correctly, let alone all the kissing David suddenly becomes intent on doing within the movie. Into David's lab, his workshop of horrors, we see experiments and sketches, and more notably, we see Shaw's body, changed and altered, dissected and laid bare on a table. A lot of people insist this to be a clone. The signs of mechanical damage and dysfunction to one side, we hear later in the movie from David's own mouth that he admits Shaw did not die in the crash, which is something he openly admits to Daniels, to which she replies, "What did you do to her?" And he then proceeds to throw her around the room after saying precisely what I'm going to do to you. Which is pretty damning evidence that David killed Shaw, but a lot of people point out that David then kissed Daniels, this being more evidence to David loving Shaw and not harming her. My rebuttal to that is he kissed Walter and he also attempted to kill his android brother. The main piece of evidence people point out to show that it couldn't possibly be the real Shaw on the table is this sketch. Why is it different? Why doesn't it look exactly the same as Shaw? We see in the prologue trailer that his sketches can be artistic interpretations and doesn't have to be precisely what he is actually seeing. The sketch was only included in the movie due to it being unused concept art. This is something that has come out since the movie, and within the movie universe, it can be explained away by the fact that the sketch was merely an artistic rendition, symbolic of what David had or was going to do to Shaw. It is highly unlikely that Ridley Scott will confuse the universe even further with clone Shaws. There is nothing in the movie that points to this being the case, very little evidence to support this theory, and the evidence that there is can easily be explained away. Not to mention, where is the real Shaw? Back on the planet? Why would they do that? We would have to spend another movie on the same planet as Covenant when the real story is progressing out in space. Either way though, what do you think of this theory? Have you heard or seen this before? A lot of people seem to always want to find good in a character. It's okay for a character to be flawed, even evil. There doesn't have to be redeeming qualities to anyone. So, let me know what you think down below in the comment section, and if you did enjoy this video then please consider leaving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more in the future. If you think this video is worth it and you want to support the channel, then please head on over to my Patreon page, the link is in the description box. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comments section.